This month's Passions is all about collecting and investing in classic cars. We spoke to three of the savviest car collectors out there. Jay Leno, famous comedian and host of Jay Leno's Garage on CNBC, Craig Jackson, the CEO and chairman of Barrett-Jackson Auctions, and Bradley Farrell, CEO of the finest automobile auctions. Here's their advice for investing with confidence in vintage and exotic cars. Buy a car you love. You have to love the car if you're going to spend hundreds of thousands or millions of dollars on it. Find one that's beautiful, rare, in fantastic condition, and more importantly, one that you will love to drive. Buying a classic car doesn't always mean buying a used car. Some cars become instant classics the moment they're released. For example, the McLaren P1, that car has never depreciated in value. They sold for $1 million new, and you can't get one for less than $2 million. Another car that's never depreciated in value is the Ford Mustang Shelby GT350R. Craig Jackson gave me a great piece of advice for cars like this, which is to get on the dealer's list. Make sure you're pre-ordering these cars, because these cars are doubling in value overnight. One of the big pieces of advice Jay Leno gave me was sticking with manual transmissions. One of the cars he highlighted was the Porsche Carrera GT from 2004. This was the last truly analog Porsche. It had a stick shift and very little in the way of driver assistance. Car enthusiasts love manual transmissions and are not as big a fan of automatic and F1 style paddle shifter transmissions. Nostalgia plays a big part in the value of classic cars. Barrett-Jackson is seeing the price of some oddball 80s and 90s cars appreciate in value just because they were coveted by car collectors today when they were kids. An example of this is the Pontiac Trans Am from the Smokey and the Bandit. One of the cars Jay Leno picked out that doesn't cost a lot of money is the first generation Mazda Miata, the one with the pop-up headlights. This is the perfect weekend car. It's a light two-seater roadster in the British tradition, even though it's Japanese, and a lot of fun, and they don't go for a lot of money. It's a perfect beginner's introduction to the classic car market. Bradley Farrell said unless a car is costing millions of dollars, then it can't be treated as a real asset. He's a collector of pre-war French cars, Bugattis and the like. They are so rare that he thinks even at $3 million plus, these are some of the best investments you can make. If you're buying a classic car, you have to be prepared for market fluctuations. It's no different from real estate in that regard. Farrell pointed out the Porsche 993 Turbos, which now sell for around $175,000, but a couple of years ago were only $100,000. They could easily go to $100,000 again. It's all about what is in fashion at the moment. Right now, Porsches are hot. A couple of years ago, it's Ferraris that are hot. So hold your nerve, don't get gun shy, and just enjoy driving the car while the market might be down. At the end of the day, buy a car that you love, drive it, enjoy it, put some love into it, and in a couple of years, you never know, it might become a classic.